secrets hidden in government vaults, experiments erased from history and technology, so advanced it can alter your thoughts. Welcome to MKUltra and the science of mind control. From Project Bluebird to Monarch programming, the CIA's quest to control the human mind evolved into neural dust, AI brain chips, and energy weapons like Havana syndrome. Could these programs still be shaping reality today? The truth may be more terrifying than fiction. Keep watching to find out. In 1950, as Cold War tensions soared, the CIA launched Project Bluebird and Project Artichoke to master mind control. They tested hypnosis, memory erasure, and drug-induced programming, searching for ways to bend reality itself. Could a person be turned into a controlled assassin? If so, how many had already been reprogrammed without ever realizing it? As agents moved through hidden hallways, whispers of clandestine operations filled the air, and the weight of secrets bore down on their shoulders. Each folder contained lives examined, manipulated, and perhaps forever changed by the machinations of a shadowy agenda. By 1951, the experiments escalated with LSD barbiturates and sleep deprivation. Prisoners' mental patients and even government agents were drugged without consent. Many never knew they were subjects, their minds broken in ways they'd never understand. The ultimate goal: strip away identity, implant new ones, and leave no trace of coercion. In the shadows of society, these cruel experiments unfolded, often hidden from public view. The subjects involved were stripped of their rights, as their identities were manipulated under the guise of research. For many, the memories of their previous lives faded into oblivion, leaving them lost in a psychological maze. By 1953, Bluebird and Artichoke merged into MKUltra, proving the human mind could be manipulated at will. Public outrage later forced the CIA to shut it down, or so they claimed. But was this truly the end? If such projects were exposed, how many remained hidden under new names, shielded by deeper secrecy? In the shadows of history, whispers of unfinished agendas linger. Conspiracy theorists scoured the archives, piecing together clues that hinted at ongoing experiments. The debate between the pursuit of knowledge and ethical boundaries became more heated as new revelations emerged. In the 1960s, the CIA's focus turned to Operation Monarch, a program that allegedly perfected trauma-based programming. Through torture, electroshock, and sensory deprivation, minds were shattered and restructured. Multiple personalities were created, each controlled by a simple trigger, be it a word, symbol, or sound. As whispers circulated about the program's chilling effects, it became an enigma, cloaked in secrecy. Survivors spoke of their fractured identities, struggling to piece together the fragments of their lives. Survivors claimed they were trained as spies, entertainers, and assassins, unaware of their conditioning. Some believe Hollywood and politics are filled with programmed individuals acting out pre-planned roles. If Monarch truly succeeded, how many people today aren't in control of their own actions? As whispers circulate among those who escaped, they recount harrowing tales of manipulation and control. The line between fiction and reality blurs for many, raising questions about authenticity in entertainment and governance. By the 1970s, Monarch became a whispered legend, but its methods still haunt conspiracy circles. If trauma-based mind control created perfect, obedient assets, could the technique be applied to the masses? Could society itself be subtly programmed to think and behave in pre-designed ways? Rumors floated through underground forums, connecting dots between mind control experiments and everyday life. What if the very fabric of reality was woven with strings manipulated by unseen hands? The idea sent chills through those who pondered the implications. Modern control no longer requires physical trauma. It only needs technology. In 2013, scientists developed neural dust microscopic implants capable of influencing thoughts. These nano devices, smaller than grains of sand, could be placed in the brain, responding to external signals. Silent, invisible influence became a terrifying possibility. As researchers pushed the boundaries of neuroscience, ethical discussions ignited around the implications of such technology. The very fabric of free will began to unravel as questions arose about who would control these devices and for what purpose. Fear mingled with fascination as the world envisioned a future where thought itself could be monitored and manipulated at will. By 2016, researchers proposed that inhalable nanotech could alter behavior. Could entire populations be unknowingly programmed? If these devices exist, what if governments, corporations, or intelligence agencies already use them? The war for control may no longer be fought with weapons, but with manipulated thoughts. In this unprecedented era, the line between technology and humanity blurs. As the world advances, questions arise about the ethical implications of such power. Can we trust those who wield it, or are we mere pawns in a larger game? The implications of these developments extend beyond science fiction into our daily lives. Unlike past programs, neural dust would require no torture, no coercion, just access to the brain. Would a person even know they weren't in control? If experiments on mind-altering nanotech exist, who holds the remote? The future of influence may not rely on fear, but on invisible manipulation. As she contemplates the implications of such technology, a sense of unease settles in. She wonders how much of her own thoughts are genuinely hers. In a world where access to the mind is possible, the lines between free will and suggestion blur, leaving us questioning our autonomy. In 2019, DARPA accelerated its brain-computer interface research. Brain chips promise to enhance intelligence, store memories, and allow minds to connect to the internet. The risk: total loss of free will. If AI can read our thoughts, it can also rewrite them, turning every human into a potentially controllable machine. As the team deliberates the ethical implications, they cannot ignore the allure of limitless knowledge and capabilities that brain-computer interfaces could offer. But questions loom large. What happens when human thoughts become mere data points? The possibility of AI manipulating our innermost desires shakes the foundation of free will and autonomy. By 2022, AI had begun mapping how thoughts form, decisions are made, and emotions are processed. If an AI system can predict human choices before they're made, could it also implant thoughts? Could free will become an illusion carefully shaped by unseen hands? As the sun sets over the city, people become aware of the AI's influence in their everyday lives. The implications of this technology spark debates among friends, challenging their perceptions of choice and freedom. In a world where technology and ethics collide, the courtroom becomes a battleground for these ideas. Questions arise about accountability and autonomy as individuals grapple with the unsettling possibility of manipulated thoughts. DARPA's advancements reveal a future where minds are no longer private. If brain interfaces become widespread, who controls the controllers? The next stage of influence may not involve politics or media. It may be engineered directly into our consciousness. As these technologies become more prevalent, individuals start to question their autonomy and the nature of their thoughts. What defines personal identity when minds can be linked? The conversation shifts from innovation to morality, igniting debates about privacy and control that challenge the very essence of free will. With great power comes an unpredictable responsibility. Since 2016, reports of Havana syndrome raised alarming questions. US diplomats suffered dizziness, memory loss, and nausea, all symptoms consistent with directed energy weapons. Was this an attack or a test? Could microwave-based weapons already be influencing thoughts, behaviors, and even political movements? As the investigation unfolded, theories emerged about who could be behind this strange phenomenon. Speculations ranged from foreign adversaries to experimental military technology aimed at psychological warfare. By 2021, intelligence reports hinted at possible neurological attacks on civilians and officials worldwide. If energy weapons can scramble human cognition, could they be deployed on mass protests, elections, or global leaders? Could entire societies be manipulated and no one would ever know? As the world grappled with uncertainty, the questions lingered in the air. What hidden forces could reshape the course of history? In every corner of the globe, leaders pondered their next moves, while citizens remained oblivious to the invisible threats surrounding them. These technologies prove mind control has evolved beyond drugs and torture. Now manipulation may be wireless, invisible, and unstoppable. If directed energy can alter emotions, erase memories, or trigger confusion, then who truly holds power in the modern world? In a society increasingly dependent on technology, ordinary people find themselves at the mercy of unseen forces. As emotions can be manipulated from afar, trust and reality blur, leaving humanity questioning what is genuine. If you enjoyed this video and want to uncover the truths they don't want you to see, head over to Publishing Zombies YouTube channel. Click subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, and never miss an update. Stay tuned for the next deep dive into the Conspiracy Files playlist, where we reveal the secrets, cover-ups, and hidden agendas they don't want you to see.